Joe Olson and who's that other guy? Joe Olson's down at the bottom. Main game. Oh no, it's Jeff Lavigne. Okay. Well, this program's done its freezing up thing on me again. What's it beeping about?
I guess we just have to let it
Ugh.
sit for a while before we can update the names and stuff.
It's frozen. I can't do anything right now. I can't update the names. Like I gotta click on main game to get to the names, and it's stuck on intro right now. I think I clicked around over here too much. I messed it up.
So Joe Olson is playing.
Can somebody just punch a message in chat if you can hear us still?
I'll message Dan.
Okay, good. You can hear us. Yeah, I think this program just takes a little bit of catching up sometimes. So I apologize. The names on screen are not correct right now. We are Joe Olson and
Jeff Lavigne.
Jeff Lavigne are the people we're watching. Joe's in the blue sleeves. Jeff Lavigne's in the short sleeves. Jeff's playing Diplo. Joe is playing. This deal is getting worse all the time with an SSA start. Oh, here we go. All right, now we can fix this stuff. That's done.
Oh, it's TDIGWATT with the SSA start.
Yeah.
That's
for the downtown plaza, which is kind of crazy. Like you expect to see a security tower or something.
That's not the spelling. I can.
Oh, okay. I'll fix it in a second.
I don't know if I don't know if he has a GEMP handle, but Joe Olson is a rebel spy.
Joe Olson's with an O, right?
Yes, and his handle is a rebel spy.
Oh, okay. Who cares? Everybody knows his handle.
All right, let's get the spelling right. It's A-V.
L-A-V-I.
Lavigne.
Like Avril Lavigne.
All
right, and we are underway here.
So
Joe, Dan's got the names for us. We'll put it on there.
Oh, Jeff is Treadwell, capital T apparently. And Joe is a rebel spy.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
So Joe plays with exterior to one site and the downtown plaza with his extra site.
Starts the Aerotech Corp V for matching
Endor Shield mob points,
combat vehicles,
and the rest order combo obviously. So maybe some ATST action.
Unless Dan tells us otherwise, I'm going to assume that it's strike planning. I must be allowed to speak.
Definitely the farm fuller.
And what's the other one they start?
Walkling, maybe?
Walkling.
Yeah, I see the Mothma and General Leia, or his two general pools. So Joe gets the Executor.
Yep, normal effects for Jeff. Everything's cool.
Mob points. Gets faster with his objective.
Exactly. Getting all the regular pulls out the way. It's interesting. It looks like he activated before pulling the Executor. Because why wouldn't he pull it out when he went in there for Ozzel? He only did one of his Endor Shield pulls, it looked like, just Ozzel. Which makes you wonder if he drew Piet in the opening hand. Probably did.
I'm not sure. I'm sure there was a reason. Maybe he wanted to see if something else was in there.
Oh, and of course, for anybody not wondering, the reason Joe has 4 effects on table is because one thing that this deal is getting worse all the time can do is at the start of the game deploy Secret Plans, which includes Secret Plans and Imperial Arrest Order, the combo effect. Really cool way of cheating that out.
So I'm assuming Joe's plan is to do super executor setup with admirals and such of the system, and then ATST is reacting around on the ground, setting up occupation and all that kind of good.
Seems like a good strategy.
Good stuff.
I would be inclined to agree with your assessment. We can see the battle deployment Admiral's Ordnance in his hand, which is the counterpart of the other one we saw last game. Limits you to 1 at sites and pulls combat vehicles and stuff. So lots of good synergies for this deck.
Yeah, I see at least 2 AT-ATs, I think, in hand. I think I saw Blizzard 2, and I think I saw Blizzard 4. I think. And maybe... I
don't know what PTUI is. But yeah, that was a very quick verify. Especially for an unusual deck like this, you know. Miss that poll, you want to get a bit more information than that. Hey, Paul Myers has joined us. And yeah, I was assuming the other guy he wanted to pull was in hand. When Endor Shield doesn't. Does Endor Shield pull generals? Guess it does.
No,
Yeah,
Just
that's
Imperial
Admiral, so I
Admirals.
thought, yeah.
Just Imperial Admirals. Yeah. Yeah.
He only pulled
Just,
the one guy with Endor Shield.
yeah, I saw the Ozzel early. I think all right, Ozzel comes down.
He really
Quick.
wants that docking bay, or whatever the pull he missed was. Oh, I think actually he grabbed the blockade flagship bridge. That was what it looked like.
It was the free executor effect, I think.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense too. Yeah, yeah.
Name was never going to leave the
He
city.
definitely wants that card. Yeah, and that'll give Ozzel a place to go
So,
instead
so
of sitting
now,
exposed on the battleground.
Whiteside can play the shield that says that it's suspended on the first turn of the game. I don't know if he's going to put that out or not. Goldenrod.
I mean, he does have an action window in between deploying
Right,
the effect and deploying the
right.
executor.
I guess he's thinking about it now. If he wants to do it. Oh, it is out. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So Goldenrod is on the table with the grabber. Yeah.
Oh, is it
So
Goldenrod they put that text on?
yes.
Oh, okay.
So the free X will have to wait another turn.
I didn't realize they put it on Goldenrod. For some reason, I thought it was one of the new shields they made or something. But yeah, so Joe just slaps a walker down there to hide Ozzel inside it, protect his forfeit value from weapons, and extra 2 abilities, so he draws a Battle Destiny, all that good stuff.
So it passes it over, and Diplo will do the whole Alderaan thing, pull the farm.
Yep, typical Diplo stuff.
Mothma is the exact same setup probably as
Yeah.
we saw before.
I mean, there are some other versions of Diplo running around out there with like the Falcon that can move twice to complete the
Yeah,
thing in one
I've
turn.
messed around with that for a little bit.
But this is, I think, a much more standard and solid build.
I agree.
Matt Scout.
All right. So if we pull another Tatooine site, maybe. No, he's going to use some more force for Kraken. Kraken to the Dune Sea. Probably relatively safe there because
Yeah, that's an interesting choice, I think, actually. What?
Darkseid needs 6 ability to draw Battle Destiny there, and he's probably paying mostly low ability guys.
What's that really doing for him besides letting them, drain for free for like 2 damage?
Maybe it's bait. I don't know.
I'm sure he's probably got a dodge or a barrier or something.
I think it's mostly just for battle order. I think that really is the biggest reason for it. And then the whole fleet moves to Chandrilla. So this has +2 activation there. Looks like battle plan has hit the table. So
looks like there's some discussion going on about something. Joe's gesticulating very vigorously. I feel like we're playing charades right now. What's he talking about?
I don't know. Maybe our lovely Southern reporter can fill us in at some point.
Maybe you're right, Paul. I don't have much experience with either deck. Hang on, they're making an announcement in the game room. I'm trying to hear what they're saying. Yeah, I think what they're talking about. I mean, Dan's in there, and he'll probably post it in chat for you guys, whatever they're saying specifically. But it sounds like there's going to be enough 6 and 2s after this round that there's going to be some play-in games for the top 8.
Okay, so there'll be more than 8 6-2s basically.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's going to be more than 8 people at 6-2, and so somebody's going to have to do a play in the lower strength of schedules. Anyways, back to the game at hand.
I think it's Joe's turn, right?
Oh yeah, we should definitely stream all of them. Sure, definitely. There's Star Wars being played, and you guys want to keep watching it, we will put it on stream.
There's the docking bay, so he's got 3 potential.
Yep, there's the
locations to
third
spread
battleground.
to. Free X does get to come out.
I assume
now.
he's running like Dark Deal and stuff as well. Like I don't see why you wouldn't. He's got the ties for the sector I saw in his hand. He had a couple little TIE
I haven't
fighters, I
seen
think.
the sector though. I feel like it's just occupation.
Okay, you might be right.
That's what I feel like. I wonder if he plays the other AO.
Only Johnny Chu is so brave as to play Dark Deal.
Right, look for a combat vehicle. Okay, we're gonna see. So we're just gonna.
Yeah, see, this is.
We'll see if this was bait or not. I don't know. It's a Blizzard 4 coming down.
The thing about Blizzard 4 is you might have had a barrier. Blizzard 4 can't be barriered.
Bet that Vader can.
Yeah, but why bother? It's not doing anything inside the vehicle.
Keep from getting out.
That was fair enough. You could trap him inside the vehicle.
Oh,
for
and
the turn.
also if you bury him, you could stop him from canceling. Because right now you can cancel Kraken's text to keep him from drawing Battle Destiny. Whereas if you barrier him,
Oh.
because he only adds one because he says in his
Yeah,
text.
yeah.
like,
He's just doing the point cancel your text thing. I like Joe. He gestures very well. You can always tell what he's thinking by the way his hands are moving.
Oh, but he has the leadership to still add one.
Okay, that's still not going to be a fun experience for
But
Jeff here.
But Joe did not have the grab route before that, so he cannot.
Yeah,
he cannot grab the leadership.
Kind of actually uncharacteristically sloppy play from Joe.
To not start the grab route. Yeah.
So, yeah, to not have his grab route already. Yeah.
So white side will get a Destiny here.
Game 8, we'll give him
Vader.
a break.
Vader will almost certainly expire here, but it'll be 8 to.
Yeah, I mean, bearing like unless that's the cantina right there.
It's a hit, I think.
That's a hit. Yeah.
For 3. So he's already down, I think, by 2 or so with power.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Kraken's got what 4 forfeit.
So depending on but Justin can't draw.
Oh, it's the Dune C. 6 ability or more required.
So I guess that was.
Man.
I think it was a simple bait.
Yeah, that actually worked out. I was initially thinking that Jeff was gonna be regretting that decision to put Akbar or Kraken down there, but
yeah, kind of a unorthodox opening few turns of this game.
Yeah, definitely a little bit strange. Definitely not what you're used to. I kind of like it.
Wishes he had Vader there at that moisture farm. So make it a drain of 2. So we are at. Each side activates a ridiculous amount of force. He gets the he gets the +2 at Chandrilla.
So many locations on table.
And I think Tanev also adds one, right? So that's like 5 at that one location. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17. I think it's 18 that white side gets.
Yeah, I'm counting 18 as well.
That's quite a healthy amount of force.
This is turn 2, right?
I think so. White side turn 2.
One interesting decision Joe made is left the Executor just unpiloted up there. I mean, it's got permanent pilots, of course, but he could have shuttled the whole Walker up and moved Ozla into the pilot spot, so he could have drawn the Destiny or something.
I guess he drained 1 and 1.
But obviously Diplo is not.
Right, there's a non-unique Corvette.
Not likely to be able to have anything to do anything against the Executor.
So here comes the standard ship dock.
But
transfer
exactly.
The droid
the non-unique Corvette, because Radis can pull it, and then just drop any old ship down. And
oh, you're gonna have another character come down, Ahsoka. So this will take care of Blizzard 4, presumably.
Yeah, quite cleanly as well, unless Joe draws high.
Oh, and General Leia too.
Oh, man.
Activate 18 Force gives you some options.
It sure does.
So he also retrieves one, right? Oh, is that the cantina on top of his lost pile?
It sure looks like it.
So that's
a good observation.
Gives him a lot of extra incentive to put Leia there and
yeah
battle to get that Get that back. Yeah, good grief.
Yeah, almost worth wackling that thing back.
You do not want to lose those Tatooine sites, especially at the
Or
cantina.
especially the cantina and
Especially at the
Mos Eisley,
cantina.
yeah.
I mean, if you're playing Diplo, must have been a top deck or something that we did not catch catch in the moment.
We also won.
No, it was probably battle damage I think he had
Yeah, the Kraken
I think
battle, yeah.
he had Kraken.
You
A
do
little bit
wonder
of
why it
power.
didn't come out turn 1, though. Like, he pulled a farm with the farm card, and then why didn't he pull a
Yeah,
site with the
I
objective?
was wondering.
Did he activate them both?
I was wondering by that. I was wondering about the two. Unless he activated both of his other ones, it's possible.
Yep, so
All right. Oh, wait,
Jeff is very relieved to get that cantina back in his
like
deck.
looks like Celebration's the next card. I'll have that back too.
Man, he did peel some tough ones.
So that's Antilles. Joe's showing 13 power with a 5 and 8. Was it 4?
The 5 is a really good draw, though, because it means
it's a
Jeff
4.
has to lose somebody.
Actually, it's a 4 because of
4 is still good enough to break Leia's.
So that's 12. So he also has one person. It'll be Ahsoka, but he has.
Yeah, I'm sure Jeff would have loved if he drew a little bit lower there. Got to keep his girls on table.
He gets control of Tatooine again. And then in the meantime,
I kind of expected him to with the celebration. Maybe he runs 2 celebrations. I almost would have expected to see a Walkling burn there to get the celebration back as well.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised as well. But
those are both very important cards for Jeff's overall strategy here. Or at least Diplo's standard overall strategy.
So he's getting.
Yeah, so he just flipped. Yep, deliver the plans.
Getting any one card out. See if we can catch a glimpse here of what he's going to grab. I think it's a person.
It was definitely a character. I didn't quite get what it was.
And then he moves.
Unsurprisingly, the Tan of returns to Tatooine.
Back to Tatooine.
And then Kraken and
consolidate
at the Dune Sea.
Yep. Joe will probably not be. I think it was Ray.
That would make sense. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be a good character. Yeah.
Ray's a pretty good one.
Yep, she's definitely a very good one.
All right, so I'm sure we'll be seeing her next turn. All right, so Joe can activate. He can drain for 2 and 1.
Yeah, and he did have a bit of a rough start with that battle, but I mean, he's still doing just fine, occupying a site in the system, pushing some damage.
2 General Leias. Oh, and there's
Radis.
Admiral
Radish. Hope he turns up in time.
There's pulling occupation with the objective.
Yep, objective pulls
he
occupation.
He has to occupy 2 sites before he can.
I see a second occupation in there as well.
Before he puts it out.
Just as a point of note.
All right, checking out the power of the Tatooine system, telegraphing possible intent to drop a fleet.
I do that a lot. If I want somebody to think twice, if they're under deployed and I think they should put a few more things, I'll just be like, hey, what's your power there? Even though I have no intention of attacking, just make them think twice. It's all a mind game.
It's all mind games. I don't see a lot of other ships in his hand though. I see Admiral Piet, some vehicles. Is it better to just set up occupation, or is it better to send your... I almost feel like it's better to set up occupation, especially since, celebration is not going to be a factor. But I don't know. Oh yeah, so only passengers are on the Tantive right now. So without the 4 ability, that's just 1 battle destiny.
Yeah, that's a good observation. None of those guys on the Tantive are pilots, but Bale does add a destiny, so he is getting at least 1 draw. And Joe, I don't know what he runs for space, but you do wonder if he has any non-Imperial starships, if he'll ever be able to draw more than 1 destiny at Tatooine.
Very good point. Yeah, that's very underappreciated text on that.
System.
It's great. It's very
underappreciated till it bites you in the ass, and then you'll learn to appreciate it real quick.
I see another Blizzard 4 in hand for Joe. I don't know if he plays another Vader.
I might expect he runs like another Star Destroyer, or maybe his Zuckuss and Mist Hunter or something. I don't know.
Sometimes this deck will play like those Onyx.
Yeah,
built-in pilots in the Onyx ships because they can forfeit to
Yeah, and they
use
can
and then
go back to
come
hand
back and
with the free executor effect.
give you a shield pull or
Yeah,
one I think pulls cannons.
yeah, and to being able to, especially the docking bay, it's so cool being able to react those things down, forfeit them for battle damage, and pick them right back up to do it again next turn.
Yeah. Yep.
Joe just staring at his reserve deck a little bit here, or force pile, one or the other. This is Joe's turn 2 still. Pretty sure.
I think it's turn 3.
Is it turn 3?
Yeah, I think last time has had 2 turns, so this would be his third turn.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
There's Admiral Churio heading on the executor to increase that damage potential a little bit, and
Why
also
didn't he spend any force on him?
also let him actual draw Battle Destiny, which is always useful. He didn't pay any force.
I don't see a use pile. There it goes. Okay.
Yes, he did. So not the AO that reduces the
Yeah, it's the wrong Admiral's orders. Yeah.
I feel like I would set up
So he
occupation
spends
here.
5
But
force.
let's see if we're right.
What's he gonna spend 5 force on? Another Blizzard 4?
That I think so.
Didn't work so well. So then Blizzard 4 the Dune Sea last time.
Yeah, agree with that in chat. I think Diplo is probably pretty safe to spread. I don't foresee a lot of other ships coming.
Yeah,
out
that's
for
what I'm
Joe.
saying. Like I wonder what space Joe has besides a couple ties or maybe like a Chimera or some random Star Destroyer.
All right, he is going to Quell
Yep.
City.
So the 5 was for the Blizzard 4.
So I think we are going to see occupation this turn.
Which, Vader's in lost pile already thanks to the first Blizzard 4, but
Looking
they'll
for
get
another
non-pilot warrior.
another Imperial warrior.
Non-pilot. Wasn't it non-pilot warrior?
Well, Vader's a pilot, so it must be any
I guess you're right.
Imperial warrior. He pulled Gideon, who then pulled. Is that Iroh? It's one of the biker scouts. I don't know them by.
That's
image.
Barrich, I think.
No, it's not Barrick. Barrick has a different picture.
Oh, okay, well maybe it's
I think-
Iroll then.
I think
It's one
that's
of the good ones.
I think that's Iroh.
Elsic is the real mean guy, right? Yeah,
He's
that's Iroll.
Yeah, Elsec's the auto kick.
Yeah, Elsic's the busted one. And then Balric is the one that subtracts from their power and attrition, right? And then
Yeah.
Iroll is just the guy that adds destiny or adds 3 or something.
There's a guy that adds one with Iroll. I forget.
Yeah,
I
that's
forget,
you play Iroll for some reason.
I forget which one it is, but one of them adds destiny with Iroll. Gideon spread. So yeah. So occupation spread to 3 sites. So threatening quite a bit of damage now. Went from threatening 3 damage to threatening 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I believe. So
And Gideon got over there with presumably the text on the upper walkway.
So we'll see if
relocate to any related to exterior site.
Dravelson, I guess must be.
That's the other one they play. Yeah,
one that adds with Iroll.
Whatever he's called. Yep.
So now we'll see if he runs any free ride combos or other things that help deal with or escape body combos. Oh, there's another. He must run 2 celebrations maybe. He just pulled one out of his deck, I assume, with Walkling.
Fun fact about Iroll, I'm pretty sure in the movie he's the one who gets the stabilizer fins cut off the front of his speeder bike, and so he actually does end up rolling pretty significantly after those fins get cut off his bike. So he's aptly named. He does roll.
That would not surprise me if Decipher thought they were being cute with that. Yeah.
Yeah, Oberic is definitely the useless one who's an ISB agent. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm peeling a couple ATSTs off the top to Jeff's drains. And Jeff goes into his reserve deck for a Tatooine site.
Gotta get that cantina
Get that cantina out, yeah.
Still need Mos Eisley, though, too.
Yeah, he's way behind on getting these sites out. I don't know if he activated them both first turn or just forgot to search. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, that's really going to limiting his damage potential in the early game. And now Joe is really pushing.
Yeah, Joe's putting the screws to him now.
Really challenge. Was that
Lando with Axe?
Lando with Axe coming onto the cantina. Oh, good. Oh, he was using the use pile pull. Trying to get Mos Eisley probably, but maybe it's in his deck. I don't know, but it's not in his.
Yeah, I thought I saw it in his deck, honestly, but I could be wrong. But it looks like he's got a couple characters, a couple interrupts to choose from there. Looked like he went with an interrupt.
What else does he have in his hand? I think I see a Bright Hope.
Yep, there's a bright hope there, so
He
can spread a little bit
try to
further maybe.
yeah try to get some Alderanians out, I guess. And,
Just start putting one Alderanian on each ship.
well, I guess obviously you got to deploy Celebration, I guess here, and there's Celebration. So while Joe can be dealing 9 damage per cycle, Jeff can now retrieve back 2 of it
Hmm.
at at the moment. Could get them up to 3 if he decides to go to the Moisture Farm, which will. I predict he's going to probably do that here, but oh, he still has that Ray in hand too. I'm a little. Maybe he's saving her to get a bigger use pile pull. Not sure. For Moff Gideon. So
Yes. Oh, he does draw by himself. He's ability 4. For some
yeah,
reason, I thought he was 3 in my head.
it makes rebels here in adjacent site. If you have on table, power -1. A lot of cute references to the Mandalorian there. All right, so he does spread to the 3rd Tatooine site as we kind of predicted. So setting
Yep.
up 3 potential retrieval there with Celebration and baiting with Kraken again.
If I was him, I
at the
would be
Deuce.
expecting an attack from Joe here at one of those sites. I gotta imagine we're gonna see a Vader or a Maul or somebody come down to challenge one of those guys. And I expect Jeff is expecting this
All
as
right,
well. He's
so
probably got a barrier or
Jeff
dodge.
spends all 4 swallows from occupation for a turn, and Joe grabs it.
Yep.
Grab her. So now we're looking
And
at
it's definitely worth it. Save him 3
still
fours.
drains of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's gonna. It could be worse 2 of them, so that should be 4 remaining damage. And he could retrieve 3 of it. So a pretty good turn for
Yeah, I
Jeff.
mean, it could have been a lot worse, but
It's
he's not going to be able to play. It could be
ha.
worse, and we're doomed every turn.
I see what you did there. It could have been worse. But so instead of losing 9, he loses 4. That's definitely an improvement.
But like I said, those aren't cards he's going to be able to play. Return he's not going to be able to
So
keep.
he's
It could be
surging
worsing,
his
and
deck.
we're dooming that damage.
Yeah, it's true. Veers would get around the Dune Sea text. If Veers is in a walker, he would get the 2 destinies. That's definitely a possibility here.
Like I said, I think we're definitely going to see something come down the Tatooine. Like I don't think Joe's going to allow this.
That's an ATST though.
I mean, Veer still draws 2 on an ATST.
Veers, switching. Oh, or unswitching, reverting back. I don't know which type of scout that is. 2 maybe.
And Joe just trying to decide what he wants to do this turn. Looks like he's definitely put an ATST on Tatooine, but it's a question of which one.
He's got a pilot on it,
I think that's Arnett.
but he's
Lieutenant
still.
Arnett.
I think you're right. So I think that's only a couple ability he needs.
Yeah, it's definitely not enough to get around the Dune Sea text.
I don't unless he draws one able to otherwise. Which I guess we could. Oh, there comes Blizzard 2. Does he have the Veers also? Yeah, he does. All right, so he's going for a big beat down here with Blizzard 2 with Veers and Arnett on the ATSD. So Arnett adds 2 to power. So
Yeah, not much relevant text
so
on
we're
Arnett right
talking
now.
like.
There's his 2s
14,
there,
15
both
power.
3s and 4s. Ooh, and the 0 off the top is
Oh,
really
there's the
rough
Moss
for
Ice
Jeff.
Whale, oh man.
But at least you know it'll be in reserve next turn.
It is +2 though. From,
Right, it's not
from
a
the
whole.
objective.
It's not an entire loss.
So I think that's like 5 power probably for
Plus
Jeff.
3, right? Because he's
for
got
Jeff.
the system as well.
That's the other Tatooine system that adds to power for every ship.
No, I'm saying the objective is +3 to the total battle destiny.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Lando's an
that's-
alien.
that's-
Never mind.
that's what I was saying,
Lando's
plus
an
two, it's
alien.
+2.
Yeah, I forgot Lando was an alien. I was counting Lando in my head.
So is there a Haldrix coming here? Or
I
no?
hope so, for Jeff's sake.
Looks like not. So what's the damage?
2,
Let's see.
3. I don't think that's it. I think there's more coming. 4. 14.
14,
Ouch.
14 overflow. Wow. So huge battle for
That's like almost game ending. I mean, it's not
huge,
game ending, but
huge battle for
it's
Joe.
crippling.
For Joe there. So funny, Kraken was able to fend off one AT-AT in the Dune Sea later early games,
the second
but the second one
was not so fortunate.
Stood up and really made him pay.
Yeah, Veers is pretty good at driving those things.
So that puts Joe very much in the driver's seat here.
And he doesn't even bother. Oh, that Tempest, that thing's probably unpiloted. Yeah,
it's
unpiloted.
That's
so
empty.
Yeah, no reason to mess with that.
So then he moves over to block Leia's drain and threaten her a little bit.
Yep, definitely. Probably same thing I would have done.
So pretty good board control here by Joe, threatening still considerable damage on his next turn.
Yeah, and that occupation is just going to keep tearing.
Yeah, Jeff will be able to celebrate
keep the pressure up
for 2. He may have activated the Mos Eisley again. Because
I think it was like the second or third card up.
He just drew it for Destiny. I think he activated all his force, actually, so he has no reserve.
Yeah.
So he's paying 2 to retrieve 2 with celebration.
Oh, he's just so far behind now, and that pressure from occupation.
Here's the Ray.
No, sure.
See if he gets one of those.
Find something helpful. The Mos Eisley, I guess.
Gets the Mos Eisley. There we go. Feels a little late, unfortunately, but that'll maybe get a little bit of shuffling in starting next turn. But the question is, will he be able to knock down that 9 damage again like he did last turn? Does he have another escape pod combo or
if he has another one, that's going to be his last one. You know, I can't imagine he's running 3 of them.
Right. And so Owen Brew comes down to the Dune Sea, and Leia just runs away.
And he doesn't have the cards or the resources to get him off, get Joe off of Bespin to cancel it. Maybe he's got a Endor Celebration combo to cancel it with. That's about the only thing I can see bailing him out right now.
I think it's 10 damage actually. If you also count the one at the moisture farm, because it was 9 coming from Bespin, I believe, last time I counted.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, 9 from Bespin, 1
so
on Tatooine.
I think Jeff's facing 10 damage.
You got 3 from occupation, 2 drain 1 sites, 1 drain 2 site, and then Chiranu makes the system a drain 2.
Yeah. So I see. I don't see another escape pod combo. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a hit to cancel one of them, huh?
Yeah.
So
why not?
So down to 9. There you go. 9 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, and there's the handshake. Wow.
There you have it. Sorry, that was a bit of a quick one, folks, but
yeah, Joel,
after some overflow like that, it's hard to come back, especially when Joe's just got that much damage staring you in the face.
There aren't too many decks I know that can take 9 damage turn after turn.
Yeah, exactly. even the 4 damage he took, that's still a lot.
Yeah, Diplo doesn't like getting off of.
It seemed like Joe knew exactly what he was doing in that matchup. I'm not sure how much the first Blizzard 4 was a misplay. If he knew about he had to know about the Dune Sea text. Joe's smarter than that.
Well, do you want to do the? You want to do the interview?
Yeah, I can talk to him.
Perhaps that will come up. Yep. All right. Thanks, guys, for staying with us. Again, sorry that was kind of a quick one, but it sounds like we will have bonus coverage potentially after this.
It sounds like we might have a playing game, and Joe Olson's
multiple 6 and 2s, and we have to.
I think on his way out here as we speak to come talk to you, lovely folks.
So, all right. Thanks, guys. Stay tuned.
And as always, if you guys have any questions for our interviewee, Joe Olson, please post them in chat, and I'll do my best to get them answered for you. Veers like sand. Yeah, hop on the headphones. Have a seat, Joe. How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. That was a quick game for you. You finish up at what's that? 7-1 for you?
No,
Or
6-2.
6-2. Okay.
And my strength of schedule is pretty mediocre. I'll be doing a play-in game next, I think.
So I didn't quite catch the announcement Schoenthal made, but it sounds like there's going to be playing games.
Yeah, it's the standard. Everyone 6-2 or better is guaranteed a playing game, and based on the standings he posted after the last one, it seemed like there's a lot of people who, I mean, I'd guess we'd have like 10 people who could be 6-2 or better. So.
Oh wow! So it might even be a couple playing games.
Few playing games.
Just a couple questions about the game. That first battle with the Blizzard 4, I assume you were aware you didn't draw because of the Dune C text, and you
I
decided,
did. Yeah,
you decided to make that decision anyways.
Right, hoping he didn't have a command, just blanking him and being like, I'm power 8 to your power 3, and then he had the command. And
okay, yep, makes sense. Just
a calculated gamble. And the main reason why is I figured if he had a command, he probably would have played it turn 1 or turn 0
before
like
your
my
grabber's
turn,
out.
Before my grabber's out to grab Radis, so he could pop Radis down for free onto his ship, and then pull the Corvette so that he could do the transfer and deliver to Alderaan. Like I figured if he has command, he's going to pull Radis into the Corvette chain, and he didn't do that, so I was thinking he probably doesn't have command, and then he did.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, that seems like a pretty decent bet to make based off the information you had. That was the only real question I had. I think the other thing I saw was the exec. I mean, it was very safe. The executor, you could have shuttled Ottosil up the one turn, but I think it's just better to leave him down there, keep battle plan, push some damage through.
Right. I figured he couldn't really attack with much. Diplo plays a couple of ships.
Yeah. What's he gonna do? Even they don't draw Destiny. Like.
Right. Even if he plays like Gold Leader and Gold 1 and a pilot, and he gets like 5 power and draws a Destiny, I'm probably still outpowering. Like it's there's just not much risk.
So is that a matchup you tested much? Your deck versus the Diplo?
I played it a fair number on both sides of it. I think it can really go either way. Sometimes, like, you have to make aggressive moves on either side of it to win, and that's why I was going and attacking on Tatooine and stuff. And I think the other way around, if TDIGWATT plays too safe and Diplo can just like get all over and then be adding like 4 to their total and be retrieving a bunch, and then they can just pull ahead. And
so Paul Myers wants to know if there's any additional activation in your deck.
No, it was all on the table.
That was everything. The 3 sites, the system,
and then the executor docking bay.
The docking bay, right on.
Yep. But Diplo, I mean, is ridiculous. He was activating he activated 18 on his second turn.
Yeah, I think I made a comment about that. Like,
it was Tantive at Chandrilla. Tantive adds an icon. Chandrilla adds 2. It was literally second turn. He activated 18. It's like,
here's another question for you. How come he didn't pull Mos Espa or the Cantina on his first turn? Did he activate both those? Do you know?
His first turn he pulled Alderaan.
Oh, right. The objective is that's the same poll as Alderaan. Okay, yep, that totally checks out.
And then the next turn, I think he activated.
Yeah, he must have activated them or something because he was having trouble getting those things out.
Yeah.
Right on. I appreciate you talking to me. Any other things you want to add before you get out of here?
I don't think so. You guys having fun today?
Yeah, we're having a great time, and lots of people saying congratulate you on the Hall of Fame.
Oh,
thanks. I know I congratulated you earlier.
Yeah,
but looks like you had a long day. We'll let you get out of here.
Yeah, cool.
Thanks, Joe.
Have fun.
Good luck in the play-in.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it, guys. Yeah, he's got his Outrider Cup hoodie. I'd be rocking that if I had one of those. Let's see, what should we do here now? That was a quick game. We got some time before the next one. I don't think you guys want to hear me rambling. It was the Outrider, the Starship, the Outrider, with the American flag in the middle. So it was I think they've only done one of them so far. It's a kind of new tournament, but based off the standings, I think they're doing the past 2 years of Player of the Year points. The top 6 players, 5 players, something like that, in that category, the past 2 years of Player of the Year points are top 5 from Europe, top 5 from USA. They're teams, and they compete against each other. And other people have more details on the format. I think it's maybe like a round-robin thing or something. But, was it half American, half EU? I thought maybe they gave the Americans American flags and the EU guys the EU flags. Joe's light side deck. Well, I just don't have the answer for you there. I'm sorry. But yeah, the Outrider Cup. I think they're getting excited about the next one. So yeah, tune into that. There'll probably be some. It's mostly online, of course, playing USA against Europe. That's about the only way you can do it. But yeah, definitely worth checking out. Well, we're gonna check this out as well since we're on stream here. Let's get over to Get over to the intro. There we go. And so this is the prize support that everybody got. Reflections Art Series. At least one of the prize supports. I don't know if there was others. I heard mention of a really cool hyperroute navigation chart. So I think this is mostly just Jeff Johns stuff. Some cool stuff though. Lots of neat pictures of foily planet. Yeah, just there you go. Got like Cantina collection. Had a foily planet in here. Look, here's a foily Alderaan, a foily Mon Calamari. You tell me. I don't see the hyperroute navigation chart I was hearing about. Oh, that's a neat one. A foil Grand Inquisitor. This is the guy that was on the cake. Jeff Johns makes these. Check out his thread in the general discussion forum for more of his artwork. And also he had the Grand Inquisitor printed on a sheet cake for all of us. So that was a real class act move by him. Jeff's just a stand-up guy. Beer Wars. It's been about a year or two since I've played Beer Wars since Europe. You want to come say hello, Jared? I'm just bullshitting right now. Jared Consker joining us here. You gotta throw a headphone on. You gotta have a microphone so they can hear you.
Oh, hello everyone.
How'd you do today?
I went 3 and 3 and dropped.
3 and 3 and drop. Sounds like something I'd do.
A day? Sounds like a day.
No, Ming, I think Chris is the only Euro guy here.
Yep, Chris is the only one I saw.
Werfs, Charlie, and Matt Scott. I can go find this information out for you.
What just happened in this game? I was watching it.
It was quick. Joe laid a beat down on him, overflowed him for 10, and then he also had like just 9 damage set up from occupation and drains, and it ended very quickly.
Got it. So, do we know anyone else that's obviously all the
Apparently there's gonna be some play-in
4.
games. Yeah. So I mean, Joe, I think with that win, he said he's probably still gonna have a play-in game because his SOS is crap.
Oh, Chris is calling me a quitter because
He sure
I quitted.
is. Yep.
Yeah,
What are
so
you gonna do?
I quit.
Yeah, I do it all the time. Not worth it, man. So what'd you play today?
I played map and communing and went out there, went all out.
Yeah. Those are pretty popular picks, I think. Communing and map.
Not as popular as I guess I thought they'd be.
Which Jedi did you commune with?
Yoda.
Yoda.
Yep. I'd like 8 different commuting decks. They were all Yodas.
There's so many ways to go with it.
Yeah.
Yoda's your favorite though.
Yeah.
I like the Qui-Gon. What?
You got Fombas you can do with, and Gungans with Yoda.
We did have Scott doing his Yoda Famba Gungan or Fombas on here.
Oh, did he?
Didn't work out so well for him.
Him commentate one now. Wait, we're done, right?
Oh, I think we're gonna do a playing game because there's gonna be some playing games, so I
no.
think we might cover one of those.
Oh, I'm not gonna do that now.
No, you're not doing that. I mean, you can commentate it if you want. Somebody else might want to do it.
No, I don't.
There'll be enough players that aren't playing now.
Nope.
But yeah. I mean, it's just
Yoda, why is he commentating? Yeah, Yoda's the best one, I think.
yeah. I haven't played a game with any of them, but Qui-Gon is the one that appealed to me most off the bat. But just because I love the 3PO text, and I think he had a better character pool. But maybe I'm wrong on that.
Who was the player who had Luke in his community? I don't know what he's trying to say. Which Luke was it?
Yeah, somebody was doing. I don't know who it was, but somebody was doing Yoda communing and had like 5 Jedi Lukes in there.
That would be good.
Yeah, it would be good if you could do it.
That would be good.
I mean, at least they weren't Destiny 1, you know? At least they're Destiny 6 cards. I just heard about this secondhand, so I mean, it could
That's
be
why I
all
got to play
hearsay
games
as well.
on GAMP before,
Yeah, with rules are enforced.
Exactly, a few times.
Like, what do you mean I can't? Why isn't my Luke lighting up green? Oh, man. What was your favorite game you played this weekend? Did you have any memorable ones?
They were all, they all sucked, but
Nothing great.
a game I lost to Garrett. I guess we were down to like the end at map against QMC. I just kept making mistakes. I'm rusty, man. I haven't played real cards
Yeah,
in so
I know
long.
that feeling. I know that feeling
That was
for sure.
that was a fun one. I don't know. That was about it.
One of my favorite moments from the stream today was Tom Hayes' game. He burned him with a counter assault once already for like 5 firsts, and so the guy's holding his cold feet, and he plays it again. He cancels it, and Tom's like, "Sure, I'll just play another one." And counter assaults, surprise assaults him again, and gets him for like 10 fours this time.
That's awful.
It was pretty entertaining. That was probably my favorite moment of the day.
The car's not shielded. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess not.
I guess not.
It seems like it might be. It should be.
I
Could
don't
be.
know. It's like
But
one of those cars. Yeah.
I can't think of a shield against it.
I don't know. So what are you sitting around waiting for now? Just
I don't know. I'm trying to decide.
Results?
I feel like people will close the thing if I leave.
Okay.
You know, because it's going to be like half an hour before we get our play-in game.
Oh,
So
yeah.
who's going to sit here staring at a blank screen for half an hour? But who wants to sit here listening to me talk for half an hour on
Yeah.
that same note? So, you know.
I'm already getting tired of talking. I've been here.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
like
Feel
3
free to
minutes.
get out of here whenever you want
I'm
to.
gonna leave him. I'm gonna play games and
So, yeah,
stuff.
have fun. Thanks for joining us.
Yep. See you guys.
Jared Consker, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm going to peace out here for a little bit, too. I might drop back by and chat and give you an update in terms of time frame and what we're looking at. I think Joe's got a play-in game, so maybe we'll have him on screen again. Yeah, thanks, guys. And we will be back. Oops, not that one. This one. There you go. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate the kind words. All right, BBQ, I went and looked at those plays you're asking about. Wirfs and Charlie are still involved in really close games. Looks like I think Charlie might be a little bit behind. Wirfs might be a little bit ahead, but Matt Scott won his game already. So hopefully you're still listening and that helps you out. And this is the thing I wanted to show you, the Hyperroute navigation chart. This is like, so here's the back of it first of all. See if I can get this thing to focus on it somehow. There we go. It feels like a legit card. It's like a printed card. And so it's got all the Players Committee information on the back. And then here's the really cool part is this side. So they've updated it with all of the systems. There we go. Now we got some focus. And if you look real closely, Parsec 7 there. A little bit of a teaser spoiler kind of thing going on. Yeah, so pretty cool stuff. Anyways, just a little update for you. We definitely got a little while before these playing games are going to start. There's still probably at least 3/4 of the games going on in the main game room. Wish I had somebody's game on cardboard so I could like transport it to the feature table for you or something, but I'm just not going to do that. So, you guys want to check out the playing game? Sit tight. We'll be back eventually. Until then, I think I'm due for a smoke. So, that's all I got for you. Here's how you get close-ups of yourself, and then main game is the game table.
No, nobody wants to look at me.
Click on the laptop.
All right.
I'd probably appreciate it better than staring at a blank screen, but what do I know?
All right. anybody in the chat who can hear me right now?
Yeah, people will chat it.
Nobody is. I was saying, can anybody hear me? Nobody said anything.
Well, I don't know if they actually can really see it.
I mean, wouldn't they respond over there?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I mean, I've done talk radio before,
Yeah.
but
second, okay? Okay. Okay, everyone. We are back. We have some information going on right now. We're gonna go to. We're about to go to Chris Schoenthal with some announcements. The top. Oh, they don't pay me anything. I'm just doing this because I have no life. But we're about to go into Chris Schoenthal with the some announcements regarding. We just ended Game 8. So I'm going to go live to Chris here in a second. One moment.
All right, can I have your attention, please? Star Wars players, we have a clean cut. Top 8 is as follows. Cameras on. If you made the top 8, please be sure to stick around for some final announcements. And pictures. In 8th place, our newest Hall of Famer, Joe Olson. 7th place, Casey Annis. 6th place, Robbie Hendon. Wow. 5th place, Barry Alperstein. 4th place, Greg Shaw. 3rd place, Matt Scott. 2nd place, Tom Haid. And in 1st place, proving once again that advocates can sometimes play the game, Jared Napolitano. Thank you all for coming. I hope to come back tomorrow for the consolation if you didn't make top 8. It's on the forums. I don't remember the time off the top of my head. Chris. Team tournament logs we getting about. What's that? We getting about the team tournament logs?